Aesop, you want a cookie?
Aesop!
Aesop! Hey, up here! Woo!
Aesop!
Hey, Miss Wee here, and I am in quarantine or lockdown, whatever you want to call it, sheltered in place. And I am learning how to put iMovies together, so I thought I would get some footage of me preparing a meal that I enjoy. So today I'm going to show you how to prepare maple roasted Brussels sprouts. And here's a beautiful picture of what they actually do look like when you're done. Now, when I was a kid, I absolutely hated Brussels sprouts, and I never in a million years thought I would find a recipe where I enjoyed them at all. But this is actually quite delicious, and I'm just going to take you step by step. So you need 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts, so they do sell those at Costco. It's a bag at Costco. It's exactly 2 pounds. You'll need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which you could probably get out of just squeezing 1 lemon. You need 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. I buy the maple syrup from Costco as well. You need at least 1 clove of garlic. I kind of love garlic, so I'm a little heavy-handed and I put 2 cloves or 3 in there. You will want 1/4 a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 a teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And those are spicy, so I would keep it definitely to just 1 teaspoon. And then it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. So I'm not going to go over like me actually squishing a lemon or squeezing a lemon, not squishing it. What am I thinking? And but I do cut my lemon in half. And there's the evidence of that. And I use this little gadget that I got at Whole Foods a million years ago. It's perfect. And you just put your little lemon in there and squeeze it. And so I got my lemon juice. I also have my Brussels sprouts here. You do want to wash the Brussels sprouts. So I've washed these thoroughly. And they are ready to be processed. You want to cut the little bottoms off. And then you're going to cut them in half as well. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Like I said, I have my 2 tablespoons of lemon juice right there that I squeezed from a lemon. I also measured out my 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. And here I have a little combo of my 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, my 1/4 of a teaspoon of red pepper, and I have my 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And oh my goodness, I forgot to put my paprika in there. Now I have my paprika in there as well. So this is your 1/4 a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 a teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 a teaspoon of red pepper, and then 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. And fun fact, the cayenne pepper is the lighter red, the paprika is the darker red. The little speckled stuff is your red pepper, and the pink, I like to use Himalayan pink sea salt. Okay, the other item that I have ready to go, like I said, I really love garlic, so it does call for 1 garlic clove, but I have 2 giant garlic cloves and 3 little ones because I love garlic. Okay, one of the things that you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 450. I get that started first, and then I'm going to work on chopping my Brussels sprouts. So I'm cutting one of the Brussels sprouts, and this is how you'd want to cut your Brussels sprout. Cut the bottom off, and just toss that into the sink with a disposal, and then cut it in half, just like that. So you're going to wind up with like 2 little Brussels sprout heads. Like they look like little baby cabbages. Okay, so we are all done. My husband is helping me, so that's why I use the pronoun we. We're all done chopping our Brussels sprouts into little halves, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna dress them. Okay, so we're gonna pour the Brussels sprouts into a bowl. All kinds of Brussels sprouts pieces there. And the dressing is all those goodies. Next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all of the dressing in my blender. This is a Vitamixer blender, and I love this blender. I use it almost every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice, 3 times a day. Oh, there's music going. By the way, the music playing is always fun to listen to music while you cook. This is Tom Petty. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna start with my lemon juice. Remember, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then I have my maple syrup. There's 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my, it's supposed to be 1 garlic clove, but Miss Sweet loves garlic, so there's like 5. And then all my spices. So this is the paprika, the cayenne pepper, and the pepper flakes and salt. There it goes. And I'm just gonna give that a whirl in the blender over here, okay? Okay, so I have everything in my blender ready to go, and I love to start my Vitamixer on 1 so it doesn't scare me when I turn it on. So I'm gonna turn it on and it's gonna kind of go slow, and then I'm gonna gradually speed it up, make sure everything's chopped and blended. I need to speak louder over the blender. When I feel like it's been really well blended, I'm going to go ahead and go back down to 1 and then turn off my blender. Okay. My dressing blended, look how lovely that is. I am gonna pour that on top of my Brussels sprouts, and there's not really a whole lot of dressing, and that's okay because it's powerful. It's really gonna soak in and cook up real nicely when we put these in the oven. So these are my oven pans that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use parchment paper, and I am going to line my oven trays with some parchment paper, and I just kind of eyeball measure it there. It's not like a perfect measuring. And I got this parchment paper also at Costco, and it's kind of like the industrial size, super big, but you can get smaller parchment paper at the grocery store. Now my parchment paper is going to roll up like this, and I'm going to want to put it on the other side so it kind of stays flat. So against the roll, if you will. Okay, and then we are going to layer this with our Brussels sprouts, and we're going to lay them down with the side that we cut, not the round side, but the flat side is going to go on the baking pans. So I put the sauce inside the Brussels, or over the Brussels sprouts, and I'm just gonna mix and toss it just a little bit so that my Brussels sprouts get covered equally. And I'm just gonna toss it a little bit like so. Okay. I'm gonna take each Brussels sprout and I'm going to lay it flat on my baking pan so that it is the flat side down, not the round side, and that will give it a consistent cook throughout the Brussels sprout. This is our 2 trays. Remember, 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts, and they're ready to go in the oven. The Brussels sprouts, can you zoom in over here? For 20 minutes. So I'm setting my timer, but I'm not going to hit the timer yet. It's a good habit to always use oven gloves, even if your pans are cold. Just get in that habit. When you open that oven door, you want oven gloves so you don't burn yourself. Okay, I'm going to put these in. Woo, feel that heat. 1. And now that they're in the oven, I am going to hit the timer, start. When you're cooking your Brussels sprouts, that's a perfect time to clean up your kitchen. So I'm going to put these in the dishwasher, and I'm going to put my blenders back, and then pan over here, I'm going to clean up this messy sink. Whenever I cook, he goes outside to watch from behind the glass. He's very wise. Okay, they're done. So timer off. Don't forget your gloves for safety. Don't want to burn yourself. And they've been in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my oven. Cancel. And look at how beautiful they are. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. nice and toasty. Now I have my original, like what was left over from the dressing. And all you're gonna do, the paper's not too hot, so you can take the gloves off of that. I'm gonna kind of shimmy them and then pour them into the dressing. Ooh. There's a little straggler. I'm gonna get a spoon and kind of toss those a little bit, soak them up, soak up the remaining dressing, delicioso. I'm gonna get the other batch. Put this over here. This one got roasty. Shimmy, these got a little bit more cooked than the other ones, but that's okay. I like it when some of them are really crispy and some are not so crispy. Throw that one in there, throw that one in there. This was probably closer to the heating source. There's a little, try to get away. And you want to toss that into the nice maple syrup, lemon juice sauce, kind of let everything get a little soaked. And that's it. There you go. You have a beautiful, healthy dish of Brussels sprouts. It's fat-free. It's a little sweet, a little salty. And you can make this your whole dinner if you want. Enjoy. Okay, so this is the final stage, the best part. Mr. Wee and I enjoy these, and this is going to be pretty much our whole dinner. So we're going to divide this equally. Well, I don't know. We'll probably eat other stuff tonight, but just kind of scoop them into a bowl. And earlier today, I made a taco sauce. It's also a vegan recipe. And it's made with pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and carrot. So I'm going to get that and add it to my dish. Okay, so this is something I made earlier today. It is a taco. It's a plant-based taco meat. It has carrot in it, onion. It has garlic, lots of garlic, and it's got sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. Do you want some on yours? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna just dump some of those on the side. There's other goodies in here too, but it's all plant-based. It looks like taco meat though, doesn't it? And then that is gonna be, voila, dinner is served.